Good afternoon. We will start in the second year semester कोर्स जे आहे तिथे मार्केटिंग ग्रुपमधला आपण रुरल मार्केटिंग हा जो सब्जेक्ट आहे तो करणार आहोत. तर याच्यामध्ये आपण ह्या सब्जेक्टमध्ये आपण इंट्रोडक्शन्स टू रुरल मार्केटिंग, त्याच्यानंतर रुरल मार्केटिंग एन्व्हायरमेंट्स, नेक्स्ट रुरल मार्केटिंग मॉडेल, रुरल कन्झ्युमर बिहेवियर, रुरल कस्टमर सिग्नेशन टार्गेटिंग आणि पोझिशनिंग, त्याच्यानंतर रुरल प्रोडक्ट स्ट्रॅटेजी, रुरल अँड अर्बन मार्केट्स, प्राइसिंग स्ट्रॅटेजी, रोल ऑफ मायक्रोफायनान्स इन रुरल इंडिया हा पार्ट आहे. त्याच्यामध्ये आपण रुरल मार्केटिंगचा फर्स्ट चॅप्टर जो आहे आपला इंट्रोडक्शन रुरल मार्केटिंग, तर याच्यामध्ये आपण फर्स्ट आहे की व्हॉट इज मीन बाय रुरल मार्केटिंग, त्याच्यानंतर बाय रुरल मार्केटिंग, नेचर्स अँड कॅरेक्टरिस्टिक्स ऑफ रुरल मार्केट, चॅलेंज, ऑपॉर्च्युनिटीज, त्याच्यानंतर आपण चॅलेंज अँड ऑपॉर्च्युनिटीमध्ये चॅलेंजिंग इंडिया रुरल मार्केट्स, रुरल प्रॉडक्ट प्रमोशन्स, त्याच्यानंतर प्रॉडक्ट प्रमोशन्स इन रुरल मार्केट्स, त्याच्यानंतर स्ट्रॅटेजी स्टँड अंडरस्टँडिंग कन्झ्युमर नीड्स, मार्केटिंग रेटिव्ह competitions, unique selling positions, market evolutions, market sensor in India. हे जे पॉईंट्स आपण याच्यात स्टडी करणार आहोत. इन दिस युनिट मेन ऑब्जेक्टिव्ह फर्स्ट इज व्हॉट इज मीन बाय रुरल मार्केटिंग, त्याच्यानंतर नेचर्स अँड कॅरेक्टरिस्टिक्स ऑफ रुरल मार्केटिंग, challenges and opportunity rural market, त्याच्यानंतर explain overview of India rural market. तर फर्स्ट जे आहे आपण व्हॉट इज मीन बाय रुरल मार्केट. The question began asked by even some sensor marketers in India is why rural marketing when there is enough business available in the urban markets even today. People are afraid of the unknown elements of the rural markets and they feel that different marketing theories and principles would be required in rural marketing. Why rural marketing? The following areas are the comments of the barriers that trouble the urban marketers when they even think of rural market. The first source of worry is the product price and availability in the rural markets. With low income levels, the rural buyers is almost considered a non-buyers and at the sales begin made in rural markets by certain companies definition defines the logic. The next source of worry is the needed distribution patterns with problems arising out of lack of proper transportation by roads adding to the some product availability situations. Reaching out the rural customer, though advertising posts managers problem due to literate populations and lack of media reach. Most importantly, however, it is a rural mindset that creates a barrier of significant magnitude to put off several prospective rural marketers. As the sailors plan rural marketing, a few strange situations come to their minds as a given below. The sailor wants to see the demand pattern of rural markets to become equal to the urban demand. However, the rural buyers behavior is considered to be entire at variance with the urban. mindset. The protagonist is compelling the seller into planning several different marketing plans for the rural markets. The basic facts that consumers need motivation for buyers of particular products, a specific brand involves learning the psychographic understanding of the buyers and not just for the rural-urban divide. The urban distributing factors is the total denial of the rural presence in the geography of the country. The distance, natural, unpolluted area, the beauty of the rural sense in totally lost to the urban soul. Naturally, the rural uh, target is happens and the entire rules those are aligned to the urban mind. The results can be seen in a few reference points available that can benchmark the simile levels needed for the rural urban buyers. The urban generations of today has no links at all with the village and its life. The urbanizations of the mindset is a total complete. The sensor generation still believe that the village and are it enjoying the pastoral peace. Various villagers enjoy daily dose of Hindi films either on the TV or in makeshift halls. Village things gets reflected in the helps elders provide to the children in writing, schools easy on village life. However, the topic of village has always a short life as it can never sustain a long decisions or inquiry. Indians consider the village to be still living in prehistoric times with people having primitive passions that work fair amongst the urban population. The fear of the unknown, they consider the village to be the other India, quite different from the urban India. The urban time village can be presented as a source of achievement in a reality TV show. The implications of this urban understanding of the village are given. First one is the urban mind has distanced itself from the rural market, though the belief that rural marketing is specialized for success. Second, the entire village since has been censored with the belief that they are all the same in the entire country. There is a not attempts at understand the village bias and thereby motivations and this fact is most even when the rural advertisements are few. For example, the way they know signs about her happy life and people in insights talking about the new road likely to come to the village soon and the advent of village fairs with not kings as any market of report will tell. These situations need to be changed and challenged with immediate efficient effect village in the country spread across in lane and the breed. The village people are sure that the life flocks as the village contributes less than 50% to the total country's income. However, now the situation is gradually changing for the better. There are 25 official language and some 400 decades spoken in the country. Most regions have their hands here. In the first half of the 20th century, village people were using neem or bull trees, cleaning their teeth. Today they are using tooth powder and toothpaste instead or of groundnuts. The children are asking for chocolate candies, face cream or lotions have replaced besan chickpea flour as face cleaners. Next point is the natural and characteristics of rural market. Nature and characteristics of rural market there goes saying that the proof of the pudding lies in the eating. So also the proof of all productions lies in consumption, marketing, feed the speedy the pace of technological employment and agreement in a people buying capacity. More and better goods and service now are in a concert demand. The liberations and globalizations of the Indian economy have given an added advantage to sophisticated productions, proliferations and mass sharing of goods and service. Taking this into deliberations, the questions may arise whether marketers should considerations their activities in urban India, consisting of metros, districts, headquarters, and large industrial township only, or extend their activities to rural India. In rural India is the real India. The bulk of India population lives in village. In terms of the number of people, the Indian rural market is almost is large as the entire market of the USA or that of the USSR. Next, agriculture is a main source of income. Second, in income is a seasonal in nature. If it is inflating also as it depends on crops productions, though large, the rural market is a geographical scatter. It show linguistic religions and cultural diverses and economics disparities. The market is undeveloped as the people who constitute it still lack acquired purchasing power. It is a largely agriculture-oriented poor standard of living, low per capita income, and also cultural backwardness. It exhibits sharper and varied regional performance with distinct predications, habit patterns, and behavioral characteristics. Your marketing process is both a catalyst as well as an outcome of the general rural development process. Integrations and management of social and economic change in the rural sector is the core of the rural marketing process. It becomes in this process both manufacturers and manufacturing challenge and opportunities. Challenge in India rural markets. Rural markets as part of economics have untouched potentially. There are several difficulties confronting the effort to fully explore rural markets. The concept of rural market in India is still evolving shape, and the scatter pose a variety of challenge, distributions, cost, and non-availability of retail outlets are major problem faced by the markets. The success of a brand in the Indian rural market is as unpredictable as rain. Many brands which should have been successfully have failed miserable. This is because most firms try to extend marketing plans that they use in urban areas to the rural markets. The unique consumption patterns, tastes, and needs of the rural consumer should be analysis at the products planning stage so that they match the needs of the rural people. Therefore, marketers need to understand the social dynamics and attitudes variations within each village, though nationality it follows as consistent patterns. The main problem in a rural marketing are therefore marketers needs to understand the social dynamic and attitude various within each village, though nationality it follows concept patterns. The main problem in our rural marketing are understanding the rural consumer, poor infrastructure, physical distribution, channel management, promotions and marketing, communications. There has been a considerable amount of discussions on rural India of late, and the opportunity in presence, and one almost gets tired of the rate at which CK perhaps is beginning for these days. Rural India definitely does present image opportunity, but for everyone trying to make millions out of it, there are a few words of calculations on the challenge that the landscape presents. Distributions and logistics infrastructures continue to be a challenge in rural India. Moreover, the lack of an efficient distributions network prevent penetrations of products service into rural India. One of the most innovative models in recent times has been the uses of the postal service by mobile operators to penetrate scratch cards to the village payment collections. The majority of the rural populations is still unbanked. Clearly, non-cash collections becomes rather unlikely. Cash collections, on the other hand, are necessary and difficult to monitor, especially since cash cards are technology enabled, synchronized POS like Suvidha or Disbursed. Next, pricing. While scheduled pricing may have worked very well for cheap shampoo, the overheads involved in payment collections do not always allow easy executing of sachet pricing. It is easier to collect in a large amount as every instance of collections and carrying of cash and associated costs. Disposable income, though, is not always high since The bulk of rural India is agriculture and become income cycles in agriculture are very erratic and not predictable as in the case of as salary individuals scaling across geographies. If India is a land of many cultures, the contrast becomes that much starker in the case of the rural India, setting up operations on a pan-India levels presents different times, hundreds in different states. Ranging from political juggling to downright local factors, any model where scalability innovates, scaling on ground operates, and not merely an increase in downloads is born to learn into myriad issue as one we move from one state to the next and to that the greater difference in consumer taste and behavior across geographic extent in the relatively more contributes the urban population. Next is the developing ignoring scale. Developing scientific skills, though in partnerships, typical results in a larger overheads in the rural context. Finding the right partner with reach and presence in village is difficult to start with. More importantly, there are very few players who are strong on the ports across multiple geographies, hence a pan-India typical requires multiple partnerships, resulting in higher partner management overheads. Next, social and cultural challenge. The sky cap model has not worked in many parts of rural India due to socio-cultural issue. One of the reasons for the failure of the model in Vietnam was the lack of use by women, which was largely due to their discomfort in going to shops run by men. Rural products. FMCG products like cosmetic, food items, cooking oil, kerosene, and medicines. Customer durables like refrigerators, stoves, motorcycles. Farm products like tractors, harvesters, seeders, seeds, fertilizer, and diesel. Water supply for household use, including drinking purpose and for watering farms. Service like health, cleans, water supply, electricity, utilities. Housing pricing in our rural markets is tricky because the companies spend more on transporting the products as compared to transporting them to the cities. However, the paying power in rural areas is much less. Companies can therefore plan to have low cost packaging with a bit of attractivity glitter while keeping the products engaging in most cases. The companies can work out the ruler customers MTBT means times between purchase. They will find that the ruler customers will sketch the purpose time much longer. This would be true for most FMCG product food items. However, would be needed as per household requirements. The business, however, will snowballs because of the sheer numbers of buyers in a village. Next, product promotions in rural markets. Products are kept for the sale at the grocers shop, diesel, kerosene repairs, and the tractors repair shop. Beside company sell the mobile vans that covers the village mostly on the days of their weekly markets. These vans carry advertising materials, audio, video, equipments for showing most besides companies, advertisement and the products for sale, and also samples like shampoos, sketches for test marketing of the products. Products promotions in rural markets is done through the vans beside the radio, which has a wide coverage as it covers the entire country. Geographical is used television, which has increasing of late and with better electricity availability. It has become a good option morely, especially because of its universal appeal. Pamphlets, loudspeaker, announcement during uh, weekly markets, mostly on roaming rickshaws and banners on elephants and camels are used in many areas, villages and mid schools, as the literacy levels are still low. Technical and computer education is becoming increasing important even in village. There is a great need for libraries, bookstores, and newspapers, magazines in a local language. Income levels in the rural India can be described as follows. High is high in a certain areas for rich and owing farmers, low for farmers with small land, very low for farm hands and country farmers. Village industries, especially cottage and small-scale industry, handlooms, milk farming, and sheep breeding need government support or inflations of cooperative in these areas. Farm insurance will go on long way in settling this problem. It is poor, bad crops further relate the interest payment leading not to bad debits that regard the progress for which the banks have been set up. That is challenge understanding customer needs. Customer have needs which are obvious like the need for food, clothing, and shelter. Some of these needs are especially mentioned like the needs of a house. However, what is real in the need of the house in a locality close to the farms, food and shopping areas beside the unspent need could be of a puka brick house. Firms face the challenge of new competitions, both local and global, and new technologies as they caters to customer in business to business areas and also individuals. In order to assist certain the products made by the consumers, market research is undertaken which offers information about the product price placement. Like case let Bharat strategy at attempts to win rural India. Two major telecom companies of the country, Reliance Communications and Idea Cellular, entered into took unusual partnership. Ishik Bharti Cooperative, the Department of Post filed a ISBO 25,000 cooperatives will market our forms, telecom products and service. The post office in Kerala will sell idea, specially designed stamp size recharge vouchers a few months earlier. Airtel entered into a joint venture with the Indian farmers. Fertilize Cooperative Limited to offer specially designed products and services that target consumer at the 55 million farmers under InfoFort. Airtel has already over 60,000 farmers under the scheme. Mobile phone manufacturing Nokia, which had earlier launched a basic handset with a touch alarm clock, has now gone a step further with Nokia Life Tools, a range of agriculture, education, and entertainment service designed especially for consumer in small towns and rural areas. The immediate benefits are now or law would indicate when the operators overall renew rural markets are lucrative in the long run. Look at the FMCG industry, where most of the measures are now focusing on rural areas. Next one is the marketing related to competitions. Companies do not operate in vacuum. They have to face and deal with the comparative force operating in the market. It is therefore of paramount importance of companies to know the exact comparative situation, their moves, their strength and weakness, pricing and promotion strategies, and they use for distributions and their reactions time to the company strategy moves like spice, modifications, interruptions of a few channels of distributions and advertising first. Companies face competitions from different sources as given, First, firms selling similar products in same volume to same customers for giving satisfactions of similar natures. Firms likely to offer alternative solutions for similar problem. The airlines meeting the fare structures of railway is a case in point. Firms getting their R&D operations to bring out innovative use of existing products or developing new better products, giving supply satisfactions to the buyers. Companies must plan to have a covered intelligence network that is legal and it provides them with the comparative informations. Once collected, the informations must be saved and the unnecessary data should be deleted while the good data disseminated to those concerned. Companies should get the consumer perspective regarding comparative products value to the customers, how they receive it benefits as compared to the benefits offered by the company's product. Companies with the largest market share are the market leaders belonging to the star quadrant in the BCG matrix. To stay on the Top companies have to keep enlarging their market base to become users as well as take customers from competitions. Yeah, this involves by reductions besides better market management, including training of selling, terms and promotions plans with increasing advertising efforts. The activities take a sizable amount of finance, reducing the profit in by the companies that have larger share of the market items in to increase the same with bigger trust or marketing efforts. They try product emotions and definitions price, pensions, lower cost of manufacturing, though higher scales of manufacturing and experience curve along with speeder reach to the marketplace. They also get into niche market where their products has the best acceptations in their niche market. They and communicate with the customers in a large, most easily understood by them. Comparative understanding should be achieved by a comparison of the market share of competitors and the status of different players in the industry. Comparative information can be gathered through market surveys, interactions with channel member and industry publications, competitors, balance sheets to provide information about competitions. Such information collected from different sources should then be collected analysis and the results disseminated to the concerned person. Market leaders can at times become low profit entries and the second and the third level players can take the leadership positions if they find it attractive enough for their products. These companies use Mentoring, pricing policy, attractive promotions, plans, low-cost productions, and product definitions. However, a cost-benefit analysis must be undertaken before attaining increasing in market share. The companies having low market share could be making good profits compared to high share companies because they are not investing the marketing expansions to that extent. They could be claiming better personalized service and tailor-made solutions to their customers' problem or products needs. We are a second and we strive harder for your satisfactions. Should there no punchline, this company should cater to each market better as they understand its needs better. Unique selling propositions. Companies do cost benefits analysis before planning marketing consumations as advertising, promotion, personal selling, roll around the ESP, a signal product benefits well. Advertising can capture the customers' imaginations and get firmly planted in their swatch attitudes. Bids and purchase decisions are taken due to such mindsets. However, at times, multi-benefits communications can be used to further focus the product into the purchased product needs to be differentiated for achieving this is competitive advantage. Following areas, first is product features, second service, both sales service and after sales service, quality both strategy structures and dynamic specification, consistency of quality, reliability of product and service ability, space, repair facility, customer training in proper use of the products, channel members, personal advertising campaign. Marketing evaluations In the beginning of the time, people living in caves hunting for food and search for evil foods, the divisions of work or of labor started with more professional hunters going for the wits while others kept the search for vegetables, foods, snacks, minerals were found. The women were engaged in preparing food for eating and shipping. The analysis highest for wearing and using minerals as cosmetics. We can consider the woman as manufacturers of that times. The sequence of market development can thus be shown as given below. Latter periods show the burgeoning distribution channel, rise of middleman, the agency system gets sales and higher purchase. Over a period of time, the concept of just selling got convert into the grand marketing phenomena tracking back the evolutions of commerce. We find the after the age patterns beginning from. Next point is the market sensor in India. Market sensor in India 21st century, opening a country economy, global competition, better quality products, a large variety of models of same products, high-tech products, new channels of distributions, new channel media for advertising, educate well-informed customer who are aware of their rights compared to advertisers. In this chapter, when summary is the green regulations of regulation, government policy, research, brand image or brand quality perhaps. One of the most important aspects of any business, the other beginning market share. Infrastructure continues to be challenged in rural India. Company must be planned, have a convert, include network, technical, legal. It provides his quantitative information. Key terms is bands, cost leadership, definitions, payment collections, quality standards, etc. In this chapter, main questions what are the natures and aspects of rural market? Discuss the business environment and design India. What do you know about product promotions in rural market? Describe the challenge in the rural market. Explain the unique selling positions. Explain the product promotions in the market. Describe the rural market. Describe the marketing competition. Uh, they will stop. Next, next topic जो आहे तो continue करूया.